DIY or Die, Walker Vapor Group LLC, or any of its associates do not condone nor encourage the use of nicotine, vapor products, or any mood-altering substances without the explicit consent of a physician. The content viewable on this channel is strictly for entertainment purposes only and not meant to be seen as informational or educational. Must be 21 years or older to view these materials.
Silky beat. Mixers! Welcome back to another glorious episode of the MIXINVIXENS. I almost said noted because Dave's all here and I got all confused. We're the MIXINVIXENS. I'm Emily, also known as mlNikon. Let's say hello. First, we'll say hello to our Vixens and then we'll bring on the boys. Rin, how you doing, Rin?
All right, how are you?
Happy New Year! I'm doing great. And Jennifer, how you doing, Jennifer?
Doing good. Putting hearts in chat.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Now the boys, we have Dave on, as I mentioned, as a guest judge. How you doing, ID10T?
Good. Sorry for confusing you.
I know. My mind space just went to. I almost call them people, beautiful people, and saying walking, talking favor reviews and stuff, and it's. And then we have Sam. How you doing, Sam?
What up? What up? I'm doing good.
What up? And welcome back to Mr. Will. How you doing, Will?
What's up, YouTube? Mixin
Hello.
Vixen.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Glad to have you. As you guys see by the title, this is just one of our critique shows, judging, if you will, review, friendly, just,
Wait, friendly? We're supposed to be friendly?
Yeah, you should.
Yes.
Shit.
We never
friendly.
expect you to be friendly.
You don't want to hurt our feelings on 2021 like the first week on the show.
Uh-oh.
He
I
kind of
don't-
does. Look at him. You know he
Uh-oh.
does.
Oh, look at his face. I think I just hurt him with that.
He just wants to rip us a new one.
That was kind of the plan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
okay.
have to
We'll take it.
recalculate. I'll recalibrate, whatever. I can do this.
That's all right. We expect nothing less.
It makes it fun anyways. I like arguing with you. Hopefully I get to argue with you. Probably. He's laughing. Oh my God, I'm in trouble.
Did everyone bring in the new year right? Everyone have a good New Year's?
Went to bed at 8, 9 o'clock.
Did you?
Yeah, I got to
Went
get
to
up
bed
at
at
4 in
10.
the morning. Yeah.
I made it for the first time in 10 years. I made it to midnight. Made sure that shit went away. Go away, 2020.
Well,
Go
I
away.
wanted to do something different than I did last year. So last year I kept my Christmas tree up all the way till the 6th of January. And I stayed up for midnight. This year, I just took the tree down on the 31st and I went to bed at 10. I was like,
That's a
we're
good
going to do a
plan,
little
actually,
different.
yeah.
Last year it didn't work out so well.
No.
Yeah,
not
I
at
made
all.
it to midnight, but I don't think that much later. Like, I'm pretty sure I went to bed. Like, as soon as the ball dropped, I'm like, all right, peace.
I didn't
Yeah,
even
it was
watch
like
the ball drop.
12:30
Nothing.
and I was out.
It was
cold.
sad. It was really different.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm old. It don't matter. I think I'm the oldest one in the bunch.
Maybe. You're young at heart, though. That's all that matters.
I'm just lovely.
All right, so let's get on into it. I don't know what order you guys want to go or how you want to do this, but
Are we missing somebody?
someone just drop out.
No.
She's not going to be here today.
Okay.
She can't make it today. Sorry.
Okay. So we're
You
missing
can
a
still talk
victim.
shit about her recipe.
All right,
Yeah.
good. Phew.
Yeah, we,
Okay.
Look at Dave. He's so
The- the-
disappointed.
The proverbial
Damn.
name drawer is gone, so that's why I was like,
oh, I see.
What was it she told me I could do last time?
I don't remember. Do you
Okay.
remember?
It was It was something like a long walk off a short pier, but it wasn't as nice as that. It was a lot worse.
Uh-oh.
Well,
All right,
we got an order to do this in, or
yeah, let's start with let's go Jennifer Winstead.
oh,
Start with Jennifer Winstead.
They weren't ready for all this.
so I said this to Emily and Dave before we started. I ordered some flavors and forgot that I ordered them, so I ended up mixing 2 of yours, Jen, this week.
Not a bad idea. Pick the best one. No, just kidding.
I said if you want me to just talk about one, I will. That's fine.
You can talk about both
You
of
can
them.
do
It's
you
fine.
can do whatever you want, honey.
Do whatever
Well,
you want,
okay.
buddy.
I'm gonna
It's
start
your
this off.
world, we're just living in it.
I'm gonna do your cinnamon toast first.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you a little bit of crap because when you looked at my recipe on the episode, you said it looked like more of a bakery than a toast. Do
Uh-huh.
you remember that?
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember. Yeah, yours is a bakery, not a toast.
I said that during the show. And
Did
I
you?
can't say
Okay.
cinnamon. I can't
Okay.
bake cinnamon for long, so that was it.
Yeah.
That was,
So what
that
I
was
got,
what you got for somebody, whoever Dave. I think was it Dave's fault that we had some cinnamon shit on the
Yeah,
No, that
he's
was,
the one who submitted it. I don't know
that
who
was
picked
Friction
it.
who picked it.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, Friction picked it, but Dave submitted it.
I did?
So-
No, I didn't do that.
Was it the other Dave?
I'm pretty sure you're the one who submitted the cinnamon toast. No?
Definitely not me.
So what I got out of this was
Friction
like
saying it was you.
Maybe it was.
It was during one of your photo bombs, you know, where you just
Oh,
go
yeah.
all nuts. Yeah.
So for me, I got a dry cinnamon cereal.
Good, because that's
I
about
got
what that's what I said. It was inspired by the cinnamon toast, and
Yep.
it was going to end up being an inspiration of cinnamon toast crunch.
Yeah. I need to pay more attention during the shows. That's my fault. Yeah, that's why it was like what did I write? I said it's like maybe like the health foods or the whole foods version, less sugary and no milk. It was dry. It was good. But yeah, it was definitely like a cinnamony toast crunch.
Yeah, like sticking your
Not-
hand in the jar and eating it, right?
Maybe not quite as sweet as actually doing that, but yeah, that's what I got. So I should have watched the episode, but I wanted to give you a little bit of crap for that one.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I gave you
Uh,
crap because
well,
you
here's some
did
more
what
crap.
I did.
I did your cake it is as well.
Okay.
And
Let's talk about
so I let it steep, and I'm not getting a whole lot more out of it than that cupcake. I don't think. I don't know if I'm broken or if that for me is muting all the other nuances from the small amount of the meringue and the marzipan and I don't get any of the chocolate from the chocolate donut that you got in there. It's a good cakey vape, but I don't think I got any of the nuances that you meant to put into it. I'm not sure if that was, I haven't played around with the Flavor West cupcake. That was one of the newer ones I got. So I don't know if for me that was drowning it out or what, but I mostly just got cake from that. There wasn't a whole lot of I don't know if that's what you were going for or if you were trying to.
I was
didn't
trying to
pick
do
up-
the chocolate, but I wasn't trying to do a heavy chocolate.
No, I
No.
was, yeah.
But I mean, it's okay because cake it was one of those recipes where I looked at it and I was like, oh God, I don't
Yeah.
do this.
Well, there
We
you go.
can't win them all. We can't win them
No.
all. So that was a fair one for you to do of mine as well. I don't have the recipes in front of me because I am
Oh, right.
currently logged into the ELR and my own personal ELR, and I'm working just as fast as I can to get on the MIXINVIXENS ELR.
I got them up if you want me to read them real quick or put them in the chat. I don't think I have
Sure.
That'd be great, Sam.
Okay, your cinnamon toast. I don't have the chat wrench, I don't think. Cinnamon toast was, you did 0.5% of AP, 2.5% cap cinnamon Danish swirl, 1% cotton candy, TPA, ethyl maltol, 0.1% maple, which I thought was great, and then 1.5% SSA shortbread biscuit.
Got it.
And for 3 flavors and 2 additives, you got a really good cinnamon toast crunch out of that.
Except you would have added sweetener to it.
So yes, and I didn't add any extra sweetener to any of your guys' stuff this week. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So
Yeah, mine would have worked with some sweetener for you. I don't use sweetener. I can't vape
Right.
cinnamon for long, so I just left it out. I omitted it.
that makes sense.
Figured I'd enjoy what I could while I could.
And then your cake, you did 1.5% FA chocolate glazed donut, 2% Flavora cupcake batter, 0.25% FA marzipan, 0.75% FA meringue, and then 5% flavorless vanilla cupcake. And I think that percent total of the other thing. Yeah. So
Gotcha.
okay.
Thanks.
Awesome.
I really
Feedback,
liked the toast one. That was good. I liked that one.
It was really simple and it worked.
Yeah, it did.
You're not getting much of the chocolate from that chocolate.
I don't think I'm getting any of the chocolate out of it, honestly. And then that marzipan, it's 0.75% with the 5% cupcake. I do get why she used the marzipan with that. But I had a hard time picking it out or even noticing its input in the recipe, honestly.
Gotcha.
Right.
All right.
I could be broken. I don't know. I'm probably not tasting the same thing you did, but
Right.
those are my gems for the week, for the month.
Did anybody else mix any one of these two? No.
No, I did the mint chip for all four ladies mint chip ice creams.
I did
Oh,
the exact
snap.
same thing.
Oh, we both did.
I may as well
Okay.
just let Dave do the reviews. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. What does he taste?
All
What
right.
do I taste? Who wins the big mint battle?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we both decided to do a mint battle. Well,
I'll chime in on one.
what's that?
I said I can chime in on one.
All right. Well, that's what I did. All four of them, just like Will. We are men of discriminating taste. That's why. I just looked at them and thought all of these are going to be good, and I want to compare them.
All right.
None of the recipes gave me exactly what I wanted, but all four of them tasted good, including Winstead's. It's nice. Not super rich. There's a little bit of creaminess and weight behind it. I thought the mint tasted a little off for the profile, but it has been a while since I had mint chip ice cream. So the chocolate a little blended in, not so much like separate and chippy. So kind of like a little unusual and somewhat fluffy or airy mint ice cream with a little bit of chocolate syrup swirled into it, rather than those crunchy little chocolate chips. The mint's a little chewing gummish. Yeah, chewing gummish. So the recipe that she used was let me see. There's a bunch of these guys. I find the right one.
I've got it in front of me now.
0.75% Flavora cream de menthe, 1% Flavora frosting, 0.15% FA spearmint, 2% Flavor Art vanilla ice cream, and 0.25% WS23. I did like the extra cooling from the WS23, although it might have. No, I don't think it did. It usually doesn't really interfere with the creaminess that much.
No, it's really wispy because I did use that vanilla ice cream gelato from Flavor Art at only 2%, so it would be a wispy ice cream.
Yeah, it was wispy, and there are ice creams that are wispy, so I'm not saying it's not accurate. I happen to like my ice cream like super thick, and I look at the ice cream, and if it doesn't have eggs as an ingredient, I don't want it. That sort of thing. But it's a light, fluffy sort of ice cream.
Yeah, and
What's
with
that?
the frosting and the ice cream being light like that, it is a wispy ice cream of sorts.
Yeah, a wispy ice cream. I think the spearmint is what threw me off a little bit on the mint. Like it would be fine and possibly even better without it.
I wanted to throw. I like the mixture of peppermint and a little bit of spearmint. It gives it a different. It doesn't, to me, at that low percent, and I used FA at 0.15, which is a little bit green, but I wanted it to taste the leafy part of the peppermint. Like if I had gotten peppermint off a tree and made that ice cream at home. And I was trying to add that little bit of green note without overpowering it.
Okay. Well, the way you explain it then means that it tastes the way that you wanted it to, pretty much. Other than I think maybe a little more, a little bit different, a little more chocolate, like
or maybe maybe a little more peppermint, some more peppermint to combat that green note.
No, I mean, if you wanted the green note in there, you got a little bit of it, and it worked. So, and I mean, you said it tastes like homemade, like you made it, went out and got the mints yourself from the garden or whatever. I think that was successful. I would just add a little, there's some chocolate note there from the creme de menthe. It's hard to get away from the chocolate note that's in that, but I could use a little bit more like distinct, separate chocolate. For chocolate chips, but no, it was a pretty successful recipe.
Cool. Good to hear.
Right. So
what do you think, Will?
I did the same one. And they were all, like you said, all of them were delicious. For me, Jennifer's was the most that went towards ice cream. I guess I'll explain all those later in the other ones. But what I super enjoyed was the spearmint flavor art in there. It's just one of my favorite flavors. Mix it with peppermint and you're good to go. The WS23 was a good addition, I thought. I did think the chocolate was just a little light. I would have tried to find something dark, you know what I mean? But I don't really have anything bad to say about it. And I love the spearmint edition. Pretty awesome. That was the one that I thought that went most towards the ice cream anyway.
You probably like those wispy ice creams and not eggy ice creams.
Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of, it reminded me of like the box ice cream you get and you mix it up and it's all like melty and it was good.
He says you needed a pirate hat for that, not a baseball cap.
He's got the beard for it though.
Man, I did so many costume changes last time that I figured I'd probably better just be regular. I could do the rally hat or whatever you guys.
There you go. All right. Thank you guys. I guess I got 3 reviews right there. Actually 4.
Yep. You got an extra one. All right.
I think we need to start with Sam since he's the oddball out, unless he wants to go ahead up that peppermint, that mint chocolate chip ice cream along with the boys and hit somebody with that one. They can all 3 tackle somebody.
I did Lumi's mint chip, so if we want to get Lumi's out of the way.
Yeah, let's do Lumi. Then y'all can do the mint chip. Sure.
Okay. So since hers is the only mint chip that I did, so I thought it was a pretty straightforward mint chip ice cream. I didn't think there was anything really. I think it's only. Let's see the recipe. It's only like 4 ingredients. Yeah. So she had chocolate chunks, Wonder Flavors at 0.69, Flavora cream at 0.52, Flavor West creme de menthe at 1.12, Hankson ice cream at 0.77, and then liquid bar ice cream at 1.66. Also, I don't think I added sweetener into this as well. So I thought it was straightforward, simple, mint chip ice cream. Didn't think there was anything really special going on with it, but it is what it is. It's a smooth minty vanilla cream. That Wonder Flavors chocolate chunk. Pretty sure there's already a bit of a chocolate note in the Flavor West creme de menthe. And that really kind of it keeps it in the back, but it brings it out a little bit. Like I said, I think I said overall pretty tasty, but isn't anything crazy special. But it's done with newer, better concentrates, and it was a good entry.
So the vanilla is what I zeroed in on for that one. Lumi's I thought was the thickest, richest, and for my taste, for what I want looking for in ice cream, the most satisfying ice cream out of all 4 of the mint chips. And the chocolate note I thought was just right for those little chocolate chips that are inside the mint chip ice cream. The mint note is good. It tastes right, but it's a little soft compared to the vanilla. There's like a really noticeable vanilla to the extent that it's more vanilla-y than minty. Like having a scoop of mint chip and a scoop of vanilla with chocolate chips at the same time. So that was just it. It was just a really noticeable overboard on the vanilla, I think. I think using a stronger mint flavor like Flavora instead of Flavor West would have gotten it the rest of the way there as far as a mint chip ice cream, because it would like override that vanilla a little better. It's hard to find a good ice cream that doesn't taste like vanilla without using 3 or 4 different flavors. So you pretty much stuck with the vanilla for the most part, but you could probably, just bowl over it with a stronger mint. But yeah, it's definitely very rich, thick ice cream. And I think that the chocolate chunks was the perfect flavor to use.
Yeah, so I did the same one. This one, I don't know if it was like the chocolate chunks and so much, the vanilla and the cream. I think maybe it was the Flavora cream, but to me, it took me to like the Girl Scout Thin Mint cookies, and like if you scraped off a little bit of there, so it's not as chocolatey and minty. It wasn't as powerful as I was hoping, but the flavor itself reminded me of those Thin Mint cookies more than, it didn't have a lot of cookie flavor, but that's the flavor of the minty chocolatey part I got. So I thought it was really good, but it reminded me of Girl Scout cookies.
I did do Lumi percentages, chat. I don't know if the guys did.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, did you actually do those percentages?
It rounds it up when it does the grams. So
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did too. I don't care if I were trying to eyeball it or something. I would, would be a pain in the ass. But with a calculator, it really doesn't matter what her stupid percents are.
1.12 becomes 1.12, which is the same as 1.2. So it's whatever.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So that's all.
Emily or Ren? Who wants to die? No.
Ren, you want to go next? You want to go last?
Go. Let's do it.
All right, let's do Ren. We'll save the best for last.
I want to know what Sam tried, since I know what Will tried already.
Yeah, I did your Black Forest cake, and I had to double it. Sadly, I did have to alone. So you did 0.75 Wonder flavored chocolate chunk, 0.5% SSA compote cherry, 0.5% Flavora frosting, and whatever half of 2.5 is, 1.75 Flavor West yellow cake. So yes, this does need a steep. I thought it was really kind of linear and thin when I first tried it. It got more of the cakiness came out. It all settled in a little bit better with the steep. This is only 4 ingredients. Yeah, 4 ingredients. So in my opinion, if you're going for a very minimal, it hit all the notes. You got the cherry, you got the chocolate, you got the cake. I would have layered it quite a bit more as for my style of mixing and what I prefer. I thought it was what I wrote. So you nailed all the points of the profile with minimum flavors, but it wasn't quite a full vape for myself. It was good. The cake is there, but it wasn't quite an ADV. It is minimal and it is good. I called it diet cake.
Diet cake.
To quote Wayne, a little bit more body, I think, is what I would have gone for with that. But like I said, you nailed all the points of the profile with only 4 flavorings, which was pretty good. And they're all good. I just think I would have liked a little bit more out of it. And that was even with the doubling the percent. Maybe I just needed to add sweetener and I didn't do that for my personal taste. So, but other than that, there wasn't anything wrong with what you put together.
Okay.
Damn, Sam is learning how to
I
cook.
know.
He is no longer just looking at the recipes and going through it. He's
Punches.
actually getting into it, man.
I wrote down notes. I'm
Oh
prepared.
God, we got to fear him now
Stepping
too.
up.
Bring down the gavel. That's what this is. No, you guys are great. Yeah. So that was what I did for Rin. Let's hear about the mint chip.
It's Will's turn to go first.
All right, Ren's.
Hey,
coconut
Will,
mint
can
ice
you maybe
cream.
get a little bit closer to your microphone or turn it up a little bit?
Maybe. Can you hear me any better or no? Not really.
No, not really. James, is there a way you can bump up his audio on your
You
end?
already did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
man, that's terrible.
Everyone just listen really close. Lean closer to the
Green.
computer
just
like
get
this.
Really,
and
really,
just,
really
yeah,
close.
get in there and just listen.
Oh,
No, I thought Ren's was delicious. Right away, it took me. I used to get these little coconut ice cream bars from the gas station, and they were the most delicious things ever. And I think that that sweet coconut in there was a really good thing. Worked out great. Didn't really remind me of the picture or whatever, but the vape itself was awesome. And that's it. You guys can back up a little bit.
Ren's was my favorite idea out of the bunch of the mint chips. The idea of making the ice cream be a coconut milk ice cream instead of a cow milk ice cream. It was the one I most wanted to be successful, and it was enjoyable. It does taste like mint ice cream. The chocolate is so faint though, and I did mix it at Ren's percentages, so I didn't double them or do them at 75% increase in strength or whatever. Just mix it straight the way she wrote it. The chocolate, yeah, it doesn't really come across like mint chip because it's there, but there's not enough of it. And the milk had enough of that dairy twang to it that it tastes like a cow milk milkshake with a little coconut added rather than just like straight coconut milk, or maybe cow milk ice cream with coconut milk added. There's some dairy in there, and that threw me off a little bit. Not as far as like enjoying it, but just as far as like it being straight up coconut milk ice cream, and being as thick as ice cream. That's why I said milkshake twice. The whole thing's a little light in flavor, but that's because I just did, Ren's a super taster, and I just did her really low percents the way she wrote it. I do wonder whether it would have come together better for me if I doubled all the ingredients. That probably would have been a good idea. But then I look at the recipe, and she has got, let me see, 0.25 Flavora cream, 0.25, no, that's 0.5% Flavora cream, 0.5% Flavora cream de menthe, 0.4% Flavora milk. It's all Flavora. 0.25% sweet coconut. That's that good stuff. And 0.5% Flavora vanilla bean. And I think the milk, it tastes like the 0.4% milk, and perhaps in combination with 0.5% of cream was just a little bit too much milk, like milk, not coconut milk. And of course, I'd like some more chocolate in there, but it was a really great idea, and it was a pleasant enough vape, so not really complaining.
After hearing you say that, you actually make me think that combination she has makes a really good milk, a milk base. Those
Cream and milk.
Yeah, like to put in cereal or something.
Yeah. Flavora milk and Flavora cream would make a really good milk base. It would, yeah. And that's why I don't think it really comes together super well as an ice cream, because it's just Flavora cream and Flavora milk really for the creaminess. What little creaminess there is in the creme de menthe. and the vanilla bean, but it's tasty. And I'd love to see more coconut milk things, because it was like Will was talking about how he went and got those little coconut bars, coconut ice creams from the gas station. We have those at my health food store, and they come in all different kinds of flavors of coconut milk, and you can taste the coconut when you eat it.
Yeah,
It's
yep.
delicious. Coconut milk ice cream is better than cow milk ice cream sometimes, for a nice little break from that, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had it.
They even have ice cream treats like you know those popsicles that have cream on the inside?
Mm-hmm.
They have those, but with coconut cream inside. Yeah,
Dave,
milk
you were
free.
born in the wrong place, man.
Dairy
You like
free.
all this tropical stuff and all these
Yeah,
coconut and stuff. I mean, you should have been born in an island somewhere.
That's where you and I are going to run away together someday, to an island somewhere.
Oh God, don't say that. I might get shot.
All right, thanks, guys. I guess I'm last.
Last.
You're last.
All right. So I did your Gatorade.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I was afraid of all of those.
All right. Let me. I have that here.
Okay, you read it. I'll let
I
you do
can-
the honor.
I can pull it up here.
I try to pick one from each episode, so it's different from each of you.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good that you got a nice variety there.
Thank you.
I did 6% Capella Green Apple Hard Candy, 1% Wonder Flavors Green Jolly Candy, 2% Favora Sour Apple, 0.5% Capella Super Sweet, and 2% Flavora Wild Melon.
So I thought this was really good. It had that sweet candied green apple going for it sometimes. Other times it was a candied green sort of melon. Kind of went back and forth on which one came out on top, and I thought that was really cool. It was balanced to the point where they were like battling. Oh, that's fucking melon. Oh, that's green apple heart. And it was. I didn't feel like it was thin or lacking of anything. There's not a whole lot of things that you can do with green apple hard candy, other than green apple hard candy or like lemonade or something. And so I thought melon, that was a really good addition, was tossing that wild melon in there, giving it. So it's like a green apple hard candy with a melon, extra melon dimension to it, which I don't know if they make like double flavor Jolly Ranchers or not, but it'd be like putting two of those in your mouth at the same time, kind of. But it's not like candied watermelon. It wasn't like that kind of a taste at all. Like it was kind of a candied green melon sort of thing. But yeah, I liked this one a lot. I baked through it pretty quick. And yeah, you actually put sweetener in this one, so.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, they gave it that super sweet, gave it the that candied vibe.
Yeah, I need to give that Gatorade, like sugar water kind of feel. So I put some super sweet in it.
Yeah, so that Wonder Flavors green apple hard candy is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Good, really good. I did a lemonade with it, subbed it for Capella completely, and that's why I was asking you during the episode. I was like, why did you combine them? And I was like, I'm just curious because
Capella's green apple hard candy is, it's a good flavor, and certainly you would only probably need that one if you're doing something like that. But it's like a little bit more basey, a little bit more like sticky, syrupy, and where Wonder Flavor green candy has a different, like a tartness edge to it. You know what I mean? Like it's a little bit brighter. So you put them together and you get just more well-rounded.
And then you don't have to bump cap up to like 9 or 12% or whatever.
Exactly.
This was essentially Camp Tiger Claw with melon added to it, because you got the sour lemon in there as well. And I think that's just green apple hard candy, sour lemon or sour apple, sorry, and sweetener.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. So it's Tiger Claw with melon.
It's sour.
Yeah,
It's sour apple, green apple hard candy, and sweetener is all it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she layered the apple candy a little bit more, so it's a little bit brighter, and then she's got the melon twist on it. But yeah, and I love that recipe. That's such a good one. So I really like this one a lot.
Awesome.
Where's my camera? There.
Thank you.
Emily's mint chip. Do you have it up, Emily?
I can get it real quick here, though.
I've already got it.
All right.
1% Hanks Australian chocolate, 3% Flavora cream de menthe, 1.5% Vape Train Devon cream, 0.25% Flavora peppermint, and 3% Flavor West vanilla bean ice cream. That one is, compared to the others, at least very boldly flavored, very minty, very chocolatey too. It goes beyond the amount of mint in mint chip ice cream, I think, and the amount of chocolate in a typical mint chocolate ice cream. But I'm pretty okay with that. I mean, chocolate and mint, that's good stuff. It's about like shoving 3 scoops of ice cream in your mouth at the same time. 1 peppermint, 1 dark chocolate, and 1 mint chip. Yeah, all scrambled together. Really, maybe 2 scoops of peppermint. It's pretty nice and minty. It kind of like shocked me. I'm like, ooh, nice. That's minty. That's fresh. I think the creaminess. What's that?
I said crispy.
Yeah, crispy. The creaminess takes a bit of a hit from all that mint. It seems like it could use some more ice cream, but there's a reason why it's the one I've been vaping all this whole time that I've been sitting here, because it's refreshing and delicious. Yeah, so the recipe, I think it needs, if you really wanted to do just mint chip ice cream and not just super tasty recipe, needs a heftier ice cream base than it's getting from just the Flavor West V-Bic and the Devon cream. It's a little light and fluffy for an ice cream, sort of like Winstead's, but not wispy, just a little light and fluffy. And maybe to dial back the peppermint and the chocolate just a tish, but I do like the Australian chocolate in there, and I like the whole thing, and definitely keep a little of the Flavora peppermint, but it just sort of, those two things wash out the ice cream a bit. That's all I got. I'm enjoying it. It's right here. It's really good.
Yeah, I thought it was really good too. When I first mixed it up, I'd shake it, vape it. I was like, holy peppermint schnapps.
Yeah.
But then, man, it really came together. Not so much it was an ice cream to me, but what it did remind me of, it was super good, is those the Andes cream de menthe little square mint chocolate deals, with the little green stripe in the middle.
Yeah, kind of like maybe if you just dipped those in a little ice cream.
Yeah.
Like just a little bit, just like dip them in there and just.
But it was a super good, real minty, good, powerful flavor. I think it's 8% was the highest of all of them, but I thought it was great. Like I said, Andes mint, those are so good too.
All 4 of the mint chip recipes, like none of them was really the best for me, like best in quotes best. I can't even pick one that's my favorite out of the 4. It sort of depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Like,
yeah, they're all different on their own. I thought, I'm going to knock these out. It's going to be mint, easy. And they all, like I said, are very different, took a very different path. I almost called it the Flavora challenge too, because I was like, I could grab my box of Flavora and be done with it.
There was a lot of Flavora used in there, yeah. If I really want mint, I'd go for Emily's, which I guess that's what I'm doing right now. If I really want ice cream, I'd go for Lumi's. If I was gonna steal one of these recipes and like rework it, refit it to my own satisfaction, I would steal Rin's, because I love that coconut idea. I think Winstead's maybe has the least to offer me personally, but that one's tasty. And if my palate is tired and I just want to relax with something that's a lot lighter, then I might go for that one. Or if I was feeling fancy and I wanted to think about like wispy homemade mint chocolate ice cream, might want that one too. So
It was one of my favorites, but I'm a sucker for that spearmint flavor, man.
Well,
It's so
also,
good.
I think that it was more made to my vaping style, where I like to vape all day on something. So
Yeah, it's definitely the only one probably that you could go all day and not get tired of it. I'm afraid that Emily's would like lose the pepper. I'd get used to the peppermint after a while, and then it wouldn't be as
Yeah.
much fun anymore. So yeah, no, it's definitely the most all day vapable of the four. Like I said, I can't pick a favorite. If I wanted to, what?
I said that's okay. We don't have winners anymore.
No, I like it. I like it when there's a winner, especially when there's a loser. That's the best part. But there's not really a loser either. So it's just kind of like, well, they all just did different things. If I was going to make a mint chocolate chip ice cream, though, I would definitely use the Flavora Cream de Mint that Emily, Rin, and Winstead all used. But I'd steal the Wonder Flavors chocolate chunks from Lumi's and a richer, thicker ice cream base from Lumi's, but just not quite so much of it compared to the amount of mint. So I guess if there's one aspect of everybody else's recipes and two from Lumi's, so that makes Lumi the winner. Is that how that works?
that's a way to look at it.
She can't win. She's not even here.
She can't win because she's not there. Well, all three of you tie then for winning.
All right, congratulations, Lumi. You're the winner.
You guys all use the right mint, so you win.
Well, you have to. It's a mint chocolate chip. Like you have to use Flavora.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. You have to use Flavora for a mint chocolate chip.
Yeah, I think you do. I think it's the right flavor and the right strength of flavor to hold up to all the other ingredients, because the Flavor West Creme de Mint is a good flavor, but it's a little weak.
And I don't. It's watery.
Yeah, it doesn't kick like Flavora's does. It's watered down. I might use them together to layer it a little bit and make sure there aren't any holes in it. But I wouldn't use only Flavor West. I think that was a mistake. Her only mistake, really. Besides,
And
because if
TFA
she had
is
used
out of the question, not even usable for this.
what's out of the question?
TFA wouldn't have been. I mean.
No,
So
it's
when
garbage.
when you think of mints, Flavora is the only way to go.
Yeah, especially with something that has chocolate in it anyway. I mean,
I was muted. TFA creme de menthe 2 worked just fine in my recipe. It was really good.
I'd have just stuck with the Flavor Creme de Mint, especially if you got
Have
it's
it yet.
mint.
No, I got it.
It's mint and chocolate. So I mean, like you said, it's a no-brainer. I think that's where that's the only mistake that she made, because if she had used the Flavor Creme de Mint, her recipe wouldn't taste overly vanilla.
Yeah, I think you're right, because it has that punchiness.
And I've never tried the vanilla, the creme de menthe 2 from TFA, because I just found
I haven't either.
Flavora.
Yeah, one was awful. I'm like, why do I want another one?
But I think she was right about the chocolate chunks. Like,
yes, no, I've used chocolate chunks in that application before, and that was a good move.
Chocolate chunks gets kind of, you can bury it really easily, and then if you push it too high,
it's
it
a little
gets
weird. Tootsie
weird
Roll
vibe going. But it works really good for like that background chocolate chip note.
It worked in Lumi's recipe. That's all
Yeah.
I know. So there are no winners or losers, except maybe Lumi, because she used the wrong creme de menthe.
I had a winner.
You had a what?
I had a winner.
You had a winner. What was your winner?
favorite?
Emily's.
Emily's Gatorade.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm probably partial to that because I love Camp Tiger Claw. It's melon Camp Tiger.
Yeah, it'll buy it.
Yeah.
Kind of.
They were all great. You guys are
make,
amazing.
It does make me want to make some Tiger Claw and just pick a melon and add to it.
Do it. Put some honeydew in it or something. It'd probably be really good.
I was thinking Flavora Wild Melon.
Yeah,
That's what
you
she
gotta
did.
look for a wild melon.
You just make Emily's recipe and call it good.
Just
Yeah,
make
I'll
the
just-
recipe, Dave.
I'll just make Emily's recipe. Why not?
Why do you gotta think and put together your own recipe? Don't
Somebody
worry
already
about
had
it.
that thought, Dave.
Because you might have something in there that might hurt his little sissy throat.
No, there's
She might. There's no
It's
peach
Camp
in
Tiger
it.
Claw with it bumps cap way down, adds some Wonder Flavor and the wild melon, and that's it.
Yep.
It was good. And then
That was good. Thank you so much for coming on the show, guys.
Well,
Yeah.
of course.
Always
Thanks
a
for
pleasure
having me.
having you guys. And hearing your opinions, because then the chat gets to see what you guys are thinking. And as they debate whether they want to make one of our recipes or not, they can hear the different opinions on the actual flavorings and what it tastes like and stuff like that, versus us just explaining it from our point of view. This is a third person point of view,
Yeah.
Always
I like
fun.
the reason I watch Noted. And I have to watch all three of you. And my God, I wanted to die and choke you when you're doing the SSA flavors.
Right?
Oh, you were killing some of my favorites. I was like, oh my God.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't ever stay up all the way through Noted. And I was so angry, I couldn't go to sleep. I was
Oh my
up
goodness.
the whole show.
Dave, you
Wow.
pissed Jennifer off.
I
did.
stayed awake. I couldn't hardly work the next day. I was so sleepy because I stayed up, and then you guys took forever on them.
I know she usually uses us to fall asleep too. I didn't.
Yeah, I sleep through your sleep.
Oh yeah, ruined your insomnia cure.
Yep.
Do you guys ever feel like single flavor testing everything first might ruin your chance at potentially mixing it into something and realizing that it works and is good?
Yes.
That turns you off of the flavor, off of just the
Yeah,
single flavor?
because there'll be flavors that I've mixed and I'm like, I've never used this, it's garbage, and I see it in a recipe that
And
someone
you're like,
else
that's
did.
got that garbage flavor in there. I'm not gonna try that.
I'm not gonna try that, but sometimes I do, and I'm like, this is delicious. Where's this flavor been all my life?
Yeah.
Like, why haven't I because a flavor can dramatically change depending on what it's with,
Single flavor testing isn't the only way to test.
It's not, no.
It's a good,
It's a good starting point, though. It
It's a
gives you an
great starting
idea.
point.
And
I
it
tell
also,
people-
even on a garbage flavor, it tells you start really low with that bitch and then move it up.
I tell people all the time, you need to do your own test. You just only reason to listen to us is it might give you some idea of what you want to test first and what you might want to, put off for a while.
And you're getting 4 different people's opinion on that same flavor, which is more than just watching one person talk about his favorite flavors or whatever. So.
Yeah, for sure. When he was doing SSA, I was screaming in the chat so people wouldn't listen to him. And thank God Emily was agreeing with me.
Emily was screaming in person, so
Don't
people
listen
would
to Dave,
listen to
he's
me.
broken. And then Emily and what's his name? I forgot. He escapes me.
Ed?
Huh? No.
Edible?
Chiba?
Huh?
Chiba?
Yeah, Chiba. Chiba was agreeing with me too. I was like, thank God there's 2 sane people in this damn show tonight, because Dave is obviously hating on some really good flavors.
Yep.
Everybody needs to go watch that show
Dave, did
and watch the chat so you can see me flipping out.
I need to know which ones, because see, tomorrow we're doing the best and worst of the year, where we just talk about like the worst handful, or I'm going to pick 10, the 10 worst flavors that we tried all year for Noted, and the 10 best.
10 best,
and I want to make sure that all of your favorite ones are on the worst, so you can stay.
Well, Dave, did you see that Fresh made a recipe just for you so that you would like lemon cheesecake?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I got to mix it for tomorrow.
I'll have to give it a try.
And I understand you not liking lemon cheesecake, because it was one of those that really I like a lot, but it did take me a minute to get there. It did take me making a recipe out of it to like it.
Yeah, you guys realize I spent because I had to go through so many flavors in such a short amount of time. Those flavors got like 10 seconds. Like, okay, I'm done. As soon as I could get enough out there to change the wick, I was done.
Some flavors or something.
First
What's
impression, and that was it. Yeah.
That's all we had time for.
Yeah. It was 94.
I mean, I'd tried 5 of them before that week, so 89. I had a week to try 89 flavors.
In 1 week to go through.
It was brutal. This
All
week
right,
is
that
nice.
It's
explains
literally
I'll
like
forgive
12 flavors a day. That's insane. Yeah.
I'll forgive you, but you really do need to go through some of the ones you said you hated.
Yeah, I would love to see you read.
Well, the good news is I've got them now, and I can space them out all whenever that profile comes up and try them again.
Be a little more leisurely.
I can try them at different amounts. I can spend a little bit more time on them. I can try a recipe that uses them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
good. Yeah. Do
Be
that.
sure to point out, hey, you said that flavor was awful when you did SSA. No, you're not. What's going on here?
All right, guys, let's get on out of here. Boys, thank you so much for coming on and giving us a review. Oh, and let's show next week's profile picture. Rin picked this one, and let's see, who was it? It was submitted by Brian McNitus. Is he Rum Pirate on ELR?
Where is it?
I have no idea.
Anyway, it's chocolate, and it looks yummy. It looks like those little treats that you make at Christmas time. So.
Ooh. That's a chocolate pretzel with an M&M on it.
It
in
sure
it.
is.
Oh yeah.
And it says
Oh,
roll.
boy.
The picture says Rolo pretzel buttons. So
Also, there's some caramel hiding in there too.
caramel, yeah, buddy.
The pretzel's gonna be a fun day.
Pretzel's so hard to do.
Pretzel dough tastes like dirt.
Yeah.
And caramel, I mean, and M&M's, all it is a shell with chocolate. So I mean, that's chocolate on top of caramel.
Yeah.
With
Forget the
some sort of a
pretzel.
crunchy base.
Maybe throw some AP at it or something, but
Or just forget it.
or just forget the
yours was
pretzel.
empty.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a cookie under there. You don't know.
Sure.
Graham
Get that
crack.
Wonder Flavor pretzel dough.
No.
You guys are killing me with all these chocolates. I don't even like vaping chocolate. And these is like every episode we've had a chocolate recipe in it.
When did Fresh make that recipe? Because here's a lemon cream pie, but there's no SSA in there.
A couple weeks ago, I think.
Oh, is it going to do a lemon recipe every week?
I don't know. It's lemon.
Here's a lemon cream pie from yesterday. No SSA in there. Just the lemon cream wafer from
No, it wasn't
Kindergarten.
yesterday. It was
Meringue
like
tart.
right after the Noted show, I think.
Oh, like immediately afterwards.
I don't know
like
about
he was-
immediately, but
He was just so mad he had to make a
yeah,
lemon recipe
Like,
like
Makes
that
me
well,
day.
angry.
to show you that it can be a good flavor. Yeah, we
Oh,
also-
there. No, here's Dave was wrong about summer fruits too. Oh, jeez.
Gotta love Fresh. She's gonna point it out.
Yeah, he's great.
Lemon cream wafer.
All right. Hey, guys, if you like us, you like what we do, and you want to support us in a fun, tasty way, head on over to DIYFlavorChaser.com. The Mixin Vixens, we've got a one-shot line over there now. And you all be wonderful. Thank you, Flavora and Bull
I
City.
think she's running a special today only.
Yes, it's a discount today. What, Zippy? You're in the chat and you have a thingy now. So can you tell us what your special is? Is it 20% off today?
I think I did see where it was 20% off, and she did put it in the chat. She put the link in the chat. So I think it was
Yeah.
20%, but we can always put it in the Facebook group after the
Cool.
show. She didn't put the 20% off.
Yeah, and I think after that she's going to have a code to use for us after this. But
make-
today only is the 20% off. It's done as of midnight tonight. Yeah, Addy thingy. All right, guys. Everyone have a good night. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.